that new thing. Please don't.
Hello everybody and welcome to the vlog. I originally was going to upload this video onto my second channel, which I have been baiting people into subscribing to for like the entire year, and I still have not uploaded anything there. But the reason why I was originally going to do that but decided not to is because I think I always get like caught up in what will perform well, what will do well in terms of views, and I think I kind of hate overthinking that. And I just told myself, why can't I just upload the content that I want to upload onto the main channel? And I really like making vlogging content, and I want to do more for the cool events that I get to go to. So yeah, I decided to just say fuck it, and I'm gonna upload this onto the main channel. But yeah, there's a bunch of fun things happening in this vlog, starting with a few holiday parties that I got to go to, and then the game awards and other like fun year-end events. So I hope you guys enjoy the vlog, and I hope you all have an amazing holiday as well. I'm back at home getting ready for the holiday party now, and while I'm getting ready, I kind of want to talk about my New Year's resolutions as a gaming creator, because basically I have a few on my mind that I feel like I want to get started on. One of them being prioritizing long form over short form content, and I think people who create content in general kind of see this, but I think in general it's a lot easier to create like community and something that feels like actually like a cohesive community of people that come for you and your content. And with short form, it doesn't feel that way as much, I think, because with short form, you're kind of just like serving the content to a bunch of random people who would be interested in the content, not necessarily like you. So I feel like that's the reason why it's like a lot harder to actually create community through short form content. And the whole reason why I think I started doing content in the first place is because I think it's really fun cultivating community and connecting with other people through the games we love. That's like the whole reason why I think gaming content is so fun to me. I've always been a part of like fandoms, enjoying being a fan of a lot of games and things, and I think it's really fun meeting and talking about those things with like-minded people. Just seeing over the year how much long form is effective in doing that over short form. Not saying that I'm gonna like abandon doing short form content. Obviously, I think I'm still gonna be posting a lot, but in general, my goal is to just up the amount of content that I post onto like YouTube, like actual long form videos. So that's my first big resolution. And then the next resolution I have is basically to be not so like caught up in like trends, I guess, when it comes to gaming, and just like buying what everybody else is playing. I think I get caught up in this quite a bit because as someone who is like a variety gaming content creator, I feel like there is a need for me to play all the popular games that everyone's playing at the moment. Because of the nature of my content, I talk about a lot of like stuff that's happening in the gaming community and the industry, so I feel like I have an obligation to keep up with the most popular games. But then there's parts of me that are like, you know what? It sucks that I don't have the time to like play another run through of Baldur's Gate 3 or go back and beat Tears of the Kingdom, which I still haven't done even after like 3 years. And I just feel like I don't really have time to play games that aren't necessarily like trendy at the moment. And I want to kind of get rid of that mentality of like having this need to play every game that is popular. I also think that this year I bought games that I just bought because I thought I would eventually play it, and it ends up like just sitting in my shelf unplayed because I just don't have the time to even get to it. So I think I was overly ambitious with how many games that I actually wanted to play, and I think in the new year I want to be pickier, I want to be more selective, because obviously time is very valuable, and I just want to play the things that I actually want to play. I also want to borrow more games from the library, I think, to also go with that. I did that this year with borrowing Signalis, and that was like a perfect game for me to borrow from the library because that's like a game that you can definitely finish in like 2 weeks of borrowing. I think I am done getting ready. I actually have quite a casual looking outfit, I think. But usually with these like gamer events, people don't really care what you wear, so I think it's fine that I don't look as fancy for a holiday party. I also forgot to say there's a chance that I go over to the FlyQuest holiday party right after the Epic one because it's happening 10 minutes away during the exact same time, so we'll see if I make that one. I just got this really cool package in the mail. This is from Wizards of the Coast, and it's promoting their new game that they're going to reveal at the Game Awards next week. But they just sent me this really big package, and I guess we'll open it together. Whoa. What is this? Whoa. It's a quill. I've never had one before in my life. It even comes with like the ink. Like this. And the little stand. Wait, that's kind of cool. And then there's a scroll in here. It says, "Power looks good on you. To hell's with the cost." And then there's these like weird symbols. I'm guessing I need to decipher the symbols somehow. It's like an actual scroll. That's so cool. I guess that's it actually. There's nothing under it, but I wonder what that scroll means. But yeah, shout out to them for this package and for getting me a ticket to the Game Awards. I actually wasn't able to get tickets myself, but they had a few to spare for me and my friends. So yeah, shout out to Wizards of the Coast and Warlock for the invite and for this really cool PR package. I just got ready to leave for Street Fighter League Finals. I typically these days don't really go to esports events anymore, but this event I was invited to, and I know a few people working the event, so I was like, you know what, why not? I have nothing else better to do today anyways. Also, literally no one asked, but I am filming this on my new iPhone 17 Pro. I was honestly happy with just keeping my 14 Pro Max, but my mom wanted to upgrade, so I ended up giving my 14 to her and just upgrading my phone. And I've been basically filming this entire vlog with it just to see how the quality is. And when I filmed my first short form video with it, I was honestly shocked at how much of a difference I saw with the front camera. The biggest thing that's nice about it is actually the fact that I downgraded from the Max to just the Pro. And it's so much lighter and smaller. The Pro Max was definitely way too heavy, especially the 14 material. Way too heavy and big for my hands. So yeah, I'm happy to just finally downgrade. But yeah, literally no one asked, but this entire vlog, I think I'm gonna film with this because I'm too lazy to get out my vlogging setup. Street Fighter League Finals ended up being so much fun. I went mostly to support FlyQuest since a lot of my friends work there. How this event works is basically like crew battles where teams of 4 compete against each other for points. This event reminded me just how much I love watching fighting games above all other games in esports. We got another package. This one is from Pokemon. How cute! It's promoting their DLC for Pokemon Legends ZA. It says, wishing you a joyful holiday season, trainer. To make your adventures even more fun, please enjoy this adorable Raichu sitting cutie from the Pokemon Center, the perfect companion while you slay into Pokemon Legends ZA Mega Dimensions during the holidays. Cute. Aww. Cutie. Actually, such a cutie Raichu. Another thing to add to the background. It's getting a little crowded back here, but I'll have it sit with the Pokemon World's Pikachu plushie I got this year. Today is the big day. I am on my way to the Game Awards right now. Taking my very first Waymo on the way there. Honestly, it's kind of tripping me out, but I didn't really realize how much cheaper Waymos were than Uber. This one is like less than half of what it would cost to take an Uber to downtown. I'm kind of like, why didn't I take Waymos more before? Anyway, before the actual awards, I am heading to lunch right now. We're eating at a steakhouse near the venue, and then we'll have plenty of time to like relax, chill, take pictures before we head to the awards.
So please enter only when necessary items.
Oh, thank you. Whoa, wait, they changed the stage this year. For me personally, I think the experience of attending the Game Awards versus seeing it on a live stream is very different from each other. For example, the opening act, the Expedition 33 performance, was so powerful and incredible live, but on the live stream I felt like it was so watered down compared to what I saw. I do think this year they improved on making this more of a show for the people attending. I like how they started incorporating stage performances that led into trailer reveals like what they did for Divinities, so it feels less like we came here to just watch videos on a screen. They also improved with the stage design, making it more like this continuous screen rather than split up into threes, which for me last year made it hard to see because I was very far to the left. I thought the Fate of the Old Republic announcement was probably the loudest reaction of the night, but I personally was most excited over the musical performances and the Leon reveal for Resident Evil Requiem. Moments like the cast walking out for the Street Fighter movie was so fun, and of course I love seeing all the Expedition 33 winners give their speeches. The show was quite long as always, but I think because I had good company and came prepared expecting a long show, I actually had a great time at this year's Game Awards.